Hello, my name is Frank, also known as FrancisKnits on Nimblesticks, Ravelry, Twitter, and my blog. This is going to be an experimental podcast to see if I enjoy doing it and to see if anyone enjoys watching me do it. So I'm going to be following a basic format used kind of by the Knit Girls and other podcast, and I'm just going to be going through some of my finished objects, unfinished objects, and some favorite things throughout the week, and also a small spinning segment. So yeah, let's get started. First, you can find us on Twitter as FrancisKnits, or the @ FrancisKnits. Ravelry, my name is the same with Nimblesticks, and we also have a Facebook page called FrancisKnits Podcast, and I'll be linking in the show notes below to all of them, including my new website, also by the same name. So first up is finished objects. So first off, these I have two that are kind of the same. They're these really easy beanie hats done out of Malabrigo Chunky yarn. One of the colorway, the gray colorway, is number 36 pearl, and the yellow orange stripes are done out of color 96 or sunset. You should be able to see that, yeah. And the yarn is Kettle dyed pure merino wool, and it's really nice. It's very thick and soft. And these hats, this one and a smaller kind of toddler baby size hat, these are going to cancer patients. I'm going to be donating them to the Cancer Resource Centers of America. So yeah, I just did those last night. Those were really easy. It's just a really easy pattern I'm trying to get my stash down. Next is one of my own patterns. It's called the Serenity Shawlette, and it is done out of James C. Brett's Marble Chunky yarn. I do not know the colorway, but it is one of my favorites. It's really nice. It's kind of purple and blue, mainly, with some green. And it's just double crochet, single crochet, and 2 rows of shell stitches all throughout the pattern. And it was also done on a size 9.0 millimeter. And then I redid it with another one of James C. Brett's Marble Chunky yarns. This is colorway MC5, I believe. And this was actually done on a size 5.5 millimeter, and I did it a lot longer, and it's a bit denser just because of the needle size. It made it a lot thicker. It's really nice. It's a fun pattern, and it kind of has, because of those 2 rows of shell stitches, that gives it a kind of natural curve that makes it really want to really wrap around you nicely, and it just comes together in the center of the chest, and you just pin it with like a brooch or a pin. So yeah, I finished this a couple days ago. And then this is a really basic granny triangle shawl out of the same James C. Brett yarn as this. I had a lot of it, and I love knitting with it. It makes a really nice, heavy, warm, and really, really cool colored stuff. And I like how it naturally transitions, and all of the yarn has a tiny bit of the same color, so it really looks natural. So yeah, and on the corners and then every 7 shells, I did a bead in there. So this was my first bead project. Just added it because I had some extra, and a lady from my church had shown me how to do it, so I thought I'd try it out. And this is for a lady that used to go to our church who was terminally ill, so this will be a nice gift to her, presented by everyone in a small charity ministry from my church that I co-run, which I'll talk about more later. And that is it for finished objects. Next is unfinished objects, or U.F.Os. So Right now I'm doing a hat similar. It's actually the same pattern as this for my cousin who's in the other room. I'm using Cascade 220 in the Christmas red colorway. I'm not sure what the color number itself is. 8895. It's really nice. From the actual, this is it. From the actual skein, it looks really like what would you do with that, but he, for whatever reason, wanted some pink accent colors, and it went really well. And I've been trying to find out what to do with this yarn, so this will also decrease the size of my yarn stash. I'm almost done. I have one more row of red, then I'm going to do another row of pink, and then probably one or two more rows of red to finish it off, and it'll be nice. The pink is Red Heart Super Saver Solids. I'm not sure what the colorway is. I've had it for a while, so I lost the label. So yeah, that's really fun, and he's gonna pay me, so I'll get some money for more yarn. And since I've used so much yarn, I can reward myself with some more. Then this is a basic granny triangle shawl like the one I showed you before in another James C. Brett yarn. I have another skein. It's MC32 is the colorway. It's really nice. It's a very oceany, aqua blues, a bit of purple, and some fuchsia. Maybe a touch of green, but it's really nice. I like it a lot. This is for a woman in Atlanta, Georgia, who is suffering from pancreatic cancer. I'm going to give it to her, one of my grandma's friends. And that is it for unfinished objects, or UFOs. So next on to favorite things. First one is the Giving Hands Knitting and Crocheting Charity. That is a small charity ministry that I started with another lady at our church. We meet every other Thursday night there at our church in Sandy, Oregon, to make items for those in need, whether it's cancer patients, hats or scarves for the Cancer Research Center of America. They like that, or shawls or whatever. Anyone who needs something like that, we will make it for them. So that's fun. We've been doing that since April, so a couple months. So that's really fun. Thought I'd talk about that. Next is a book that I rented out at the library. It is called Death by Cashmere by Sally Goldenbaum. It's a seaside knitter's mystery. It's really good. It's a very, very drawing in read. It's basically about a yarn shop and a knit nightclub that meets every Thursday, and they have to solve a mystery of a woman who lived above the shop, who was found dead in the bay. So that's really good. It's a very nice writing style. I'm enjoying it. I'm not very far in, but I can't wait to finish it. It's a big long series called the Seaside Knitters Mystery series. Next is a yarn I recently discovered it in one of my drawers. I don't know where it is. It's fallen back into my bag. Shoot. Okay, well, I cannot find that, so I guess I'll skip that. I'll show you guys next week. Okay, then I'm taking a knitting class next week, next Wednesday morning. Most likely. I might be able to take one this Saturday, actually, but probably not. I'm going to be learning how to use double point needles, and I'll also be learning how to actually knit in the round. I have circular needles, but I do not know, as of now, how to make a continuous thing for like a hat, unless I made it and then I did like a whip stitch to finish it, but I don't preferably like to do that. So that'll be fun. It's at my OYS, my local yarn shop, Designer Yarns in Sandy, Oregon. The owner is Sherry Anderson. I'll link her shop website in the show notes for you guys to check out if you're in my area. It's a really neat store, small, but it's really a fun place to go, and I hope to be spending a lot more time there. So yeah, then I'm going to do a small review on another OYS in Cannon Beach, Oregon. It's called Coastal Yarns. It's a really, really neat shop. I came in like right at the perfect time as like the marine clouds broke and the sunlight like shined into the windows and made it look really cool. It's a very nice shop. The staff is awesome, super helpful. The lady working there just totally read my mind about what I was thinking of asking her and was able to point me into so many helpful resources. So I definitely recommend you check that out. I didn't have a chance to look through much of their yarn because I was on shorter time. I only had about 5 minutes in there. But I will be going back probably in August when I go on vacation there. So I'll hopefully be able to spend a little while there and do a review, possibly. I don't know, since it'll be long enough if I keep doing this. Maybe I can convince someone there to do a little guest show with me, possibly. I don't know. Knit girls do that, so that'd be fun to do. And that's it for my favorite things. Next on is spinning. I do not have a spinning wheel, so I just have a Ashford drop spindle. It's nice. I got it at my local yarn shop. It has a nice finish, and I like it, but considering the way I use it, I can't do that hip down spin, so I have to hold the fiber up here and spin it clockwise out of my hand, and to do that you need a lot of fiber to keep it from splitting. So I do not actually spin my own yarn because it's a waste of money considering the amount of fiber I use. It's like thick roving to do it. So what I do is I apply pre-made yarn to make new yarn. So this is, I don't know how many yards it is because I don't have means to measure it. I think you use a Nitty Naughty for that. But it's a kind of white and purple color mixed together. The purple I think it's in the Vanna's Choice line of yarn, and I think that was done by Lion Brand. I'm not sure. And the white stuff here, it's this really nice, I have it here, it's this nice, really textured, I believe it's wool. I've never felt another fiber this coarse. It might be alpaca, and that might be why, but it's really textured, and I found this and the purple stuff in a kind of a incomplete skein sale at my LYS, and right when I saw this, I was like, that would be really nice to spin around something else, kind of like a core spinning, just because these textured things kind of really cling to the other yarn, and it worked out nicely. So that was fun. I don't know how many yards it is, but hopefully once I get the means to measure it, I can let you guys know. Yeah, so that is about it. I'm almost out of time. I'm trying to keep this at 15 minutes since it's an introductory. I guess one thing is I've finally set up my own actual website. Before I just had a blog with the Google Blogger thing. But thanks to a free website provider called Weebly, I set up a website. It's really cool. It doesn't have a lot up yet. I have one blog post on the blog page of it, and after I'm done recording this, I should have it up fairly soon, hopefully by tonight. yeah, so please check that out. I'll link it in the show notes that I'll put up below, hopefully by tomorrow at the latest. So yeah, thanks for watching if there is anyone watching, and I hope to do this again. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks. Bye.